Anything that you kind of felt you learned the hard way in the process of growing the business, growing the team, that you would share with maybe other entrepreneurs and say, like, don't do it like this?
I think you just have to have you have to learn to be by yourself a lot. I wouldn't say it's lonely, because I don't necessarily feel lonely, but you have to learn how to be by yourself and, realize that you are going to be working a lot of hours in a day. And sometimes there is no balance. Like you are extremely off balance. So you can't go into business and entrepreneurship thinking, oh, I'm going to need to have balance, because that's not happening in the beginning. Like,
yeah,
you have to get used to being like kind of everything going like this, and handling the bad moments versus the good moments, and not being afraid of it.
Interesting. I feel like your background kind of set you up for the success in that, because you've obviously done something that's so scary already. So like running a business, that's nothing compared to probably the fear that you've had before. But for so many people, fear holds them back, right? Fear stops them from saying, hey, I think I got a good idea. Maybe I just need to bring in a business partner, or maybe we should think about scaling it. I know recently you've obviously, you're in a lot of stores. Where can people kind of like find your product? Where do they find everything about it's, because now it's not cons and kernels.
It's comeback snacks.
It's comeback snacks.
Yes.
So where are comeback snacks found?
We're in about 700 stores right now. We also have like an online portal that you can, or like a website you can buy it at comebacksnacks.com. Our locations are there as well. And we sell to like little individual stores. So if you're a retail owner, love to work with you. We're in offices and stuff like that too. But for everyone, it's definitely online, and yeah, comebacksnacks.com.
I was doing some research on you. You just last year won the Entrepreneur of the Year award.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did you, is that a Toronto thing, a Canada thing?
It was at the Shangri-La, and it was put on by Mantella Corporation and Suzanne Rogers. So that was really fun.
What's kind of the criteria for winning such an amazing accomplishment?
So you have to have reference letters, people that apply, and then I guess there was over 300 applicants. And then,
oh, wow.
And then I was a finalist, and then, I ended up getting it.
So 2022, I feel like we've come full circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're at the top of your game, you're being awarded by your peers and by the marketplace, and we're growing the business, and it's all getting huge. Do you have other dreams? Like, are we like, we're just scratching the surface? Do you feel you've made it? Where are we at now?
I don't know if I'll ever have like the I made it attitude. I think I have the idea of like I'm making it, and like building is like a part of my ethos, right? Like if I'm not doing something, I'm bored, right? So I don't know like where I'm gonna be. Like I'm definitely gonna be doing something. Whether it's I've always wanted to have my own like fund, like my own venture cap fund, so I can support other people's businesses. And I do work with the federal government now, provincial government just has put out a grant for the Skills Development Fund. So it's for employers to help educate people and put more resources into people that need experience. So for example, people coming out of prison, people that live in vulnerable areas, whatever. So that's awesome. And just helping to change some laws. But I don't ever want to be an actual politician. I'm a politician in my own way.
Right, in your own way. It's interesting because it does all come full circle, right? You wanted to go nutrition, now you're in the nutrition goods. You went to school for international development, which is obviously public policy and stuff, and you're in a way giving back. And so it's so interesting because I think a lot of people think their life needs to be linear, and it's like you take all these steps to get exactly to where you want to be. But I think your story, I hope people get from your story, is like life takes you in a lot of different places, and it's like rolling with the punches a little bit, and
punching at the same time.
And punching at the same time, and making the best of like scenarios and like wherever your life is. Like I think people get too married to and romantic about this is my life goal and this is where I'm going to be. But I think it goes to show that you can have a lot of success if you kind of just like lean into where you're at that time.
Yeah.
So congratulations on all the success.